this situation and letting him take the responsibility. We don't have anything more to do with it.
Yeah, so we're about to get ready to put the whole new front suspension in, and this is a, like I said before, this is a Evo 4.5 inch enforcer lift, Overland package. So with the Overland, they do have these drop brackets. We're going to be putting those in where the upper and lower control arms go, and then putting the new Evo control arms in there. Got a big nice king shock for up here. There's going to be a brake line extender here, and with this kit, like a lot of other kits, you're going to be moving the rear sway bar link to the front to make up the difference. So as you can tell, it's a lot bigger than the factory, and a lot bigger spring. We're also going to be going in, it's not part of the lift package, but we also have some steering components we're going to be putting in later. I believe some synergy stuff, and that's about it. So it's just a matter of getting in here and starting to turn some wrenches. All right, everybody, we're at Sean's house today again, and there's JL. So we kind of boneheaded up the whole second part 2 of the JL Gets Lifted video. Now, good news and bad news. Good news is we got it all together. Looks great, works great. Bad news is we thought we had more content when we were doing this, but we were kind of burnt out on the second day of building this, and kids screaming and all kinds of fun stuff, so we didn't get a lot of the content we thought we were going to get.
Aww. We did the work, we just didn't do the video.
Yeah, so, and that's a problem. So, but just wanted to kind of show you where we're at. We're doing some other work here today, and we're going to get a video for this for you guys. We're actually working on some content for this, for what we're doing today. We're doing some fender stuff, inner fender liner stuff, and things like that. A couple other things that we did that we do have content for, and you can probably see them in the corners of this video. So, you know, hopefully y'all will come back and see how all that was done. But we've got quite a bit of content. I've got some of my own content coming through. Just kind of, you know, having the time to work through all this is sometimes it's a little much. But just wanted to give you an update on the JL, and this will be your part 2. The suspension's in. Sean actually had a chance to go wheel it, and so he actually went up to Hot Springs with his son for a little guys getaway. What did you think about it, man?
It was awesome. That place has a lot of great trails. You can really bite off anything that you want there. They have, I think, 3 Jeep Badge of Honor trails, and we did 2 of them. It was just recent, so we didn't try to do the 3rd one. The people at the park were very, very helpful in saying, you know, like you probably need to have some buddies on this trail. But what I noticed immediately is that, in fact, you know, the whole trip we did was about 2,000 miles. And what I noticed immediately is how smooth this thing rides on those king shocks. I mean, it does not ride, I drove it before we put them on, obviously, and it's just a different ride. It's like carpet, you know, in terms of Jeep. But also it helps, it really helped when you were, a lot of the stuff there is kind of old, rocky logging trails, and so you're not you know, climbing a whole lot of stuff, but you're off angle, your camber's off a good bit. And what I noticed is it's just very responsive. We didn't really do anything that was, you know, gonna flex it out too much, but I think the worst trail we did was like a 3-star, so it was really great. But what really kind of impressed me is how well Reese did, because he got to drive on one of them too, which was super awesome. And he said, you know, that since he could, he's 14 years old, so he said that since he could drive, you know, on those off-road trails, that driving on the highway was going to be a breeze. So watch out if you're driving on the highway. The other thing I thought that was really cool is, you know, one of the things we were doing was trying to get the alignment right. And this was sort of our big test, you know, to make sure that it was. And so a lot of times I could just let go of the steering wheel, and, you know, it wouldn't waver while we're on these like long country roads. The trip we did was really just that. We didn't get on an interstate the entire time. It was amazing.
So it's a good little shakedown, father and son run,
Yeah.
and get out and just kind of light beating, just kind of see how it would hold up before we do a thorough beating. So just to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at, and I'll just kind of give you an overview of what this kit entails. Is you actually do have you have a drop bracket right here that corrects geometry so that your your control arms are riding at a more level. So it's that actually helps smooth things out a lot. That's part of the Overland package that they have. You got lower and upper control arms, all the big Evo stuff. As you saw in the first video, real quality stuff, and then the big jewelry, the King shocks, those things are great, beautiful. And put in the 4.5-inch lift springs. As in many kits, this one you're reusing your rear links for your sway bar. So on a Rubicon, you don't need disconnects, so hit the button, it disconnects. So these work out perfect. Good length for the front, much longer than your stock ones, and that puts the track bar at the right, or the sway bar at the right level. The only other piece of this was the actual track bar. You can see right here, big beefy track bar, and it lined up super nicely. We really didn't have any geometry problems, measurement problems, anything with this, because as you remember in the other video, the def tank in the back kind of gave us some fits, and so we didn't really get a whole lot of control arm video on that either. But the end product, it came out really great. And this thing sits with a nice stance, it rides well, does well, and I would definitely recommend this kit. With these big King shocks, it's not the most cost effective or budget friendly, but it's just great stuff. And I think they do offer other kits where you can pick your own shocks if you want to just buy those individually, run some Fox or Bilstein or whatever you want. But Sean wanted to, if he was going to do it, he wanted to do it right and not have to replace them later. So it came out great, and I think it's going to do well. We get the chance to really beat on it. So we just wanted to give you an update of where we are and how the Jeep's coming along. We've done a few things. We do have a soft top on it now, and a few other things. So we've got videos coming out to show you all that. So stay tuned. We do apologize that we didn't get more content for part 2. And Sean is not the biggest veteran wrencher. I think he was about ready to throw a wrench at somebody by the end of this lift.
It was a lot. I was really ready to put the torque wrench down by the time we were done.
Yeah, because on this front kit, some of these lower control arms on the front are, I think it's 190 pounds. And Sean had a lot of fun with those.
Yeah. We're not changing the suspension for a while.
All right, guys. So that's it. We just wanted to give you an update, and we're gonna have more stuff coming out soon. Hopefully, y'all stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you like it. Any comments? We always try to answer anything that anybody asks about or wants to talk about. So please stay with us, and we're gonna have more stuff coming, and we will catch you next time.